Do the one of Murphy like attacking your face.
Yeah, she likes to. She's adorable. She's a calico. She's about 4 weeks old. She's like less than a pound. Um, she likes to bite my fingers. Um, and she likes to sit on my shoulder and take a nap like a parrot.
Mmm.
And she fits in the palm of my hand.
Nice. Can't wait to have her on as a guest.
Yeah. Well, here. Let's see if I get her to say something. She's being held up to the camera. Oh, she likes playing with my beard too.
I see, I see.
Like her paws are currently like chin deep in my beard.
Mm.
All right, you want to say something for the camera, little girly?
Should I say something and then pretend it was her?
Yeah, give you a real deep meow.
Mo.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so she's like in hand as we'll be doing the podcast episode. Howdy, everybody. My name is Grant. I'm here with Nick
Hello.
and Noah.
If I weren't in my basement, my parents' basement, I'd be screaming right now about how I got my invite.
He got his invite.
Yes.
Fucking finally.
I know, right? I'm not washed. Maybe.
We're also joined by a special guest star, as I mentioned earlier, Murphy Potter, the kitten. Say hi, Murphy.
Mo.
Thank you, Murphy. This is a dumb bit.
Yeah, I
I'm gonna put her on my
agree.
shoulder so she can just sit there for the rest of the episode. So this one we did not anticipate making. This was originally going to be a VOD review episode. However, certain circumstances have happened such that we need to record this. That being two things.
No, we'll just lay it offline. Grant's GoPro sucks.
That's true. That is the main reason we're doing this now. But the alternate reason is that we had an emergency ban list for the first time in like a decade this past week. Also, we went to a regional, so we figured we would just give that report before it's not like insanely relevant anymore.
It was an awesome regional.
So, let's go over the ban list first because it's probably the more exciting topic. There were no unlimits, no semi-limits, no limitations. There were only 7 bans. That was it. Let me pull up the list.
You haven't memorized how goated this list is? Come on.
No, sorry. Okay, so is it on the website yet? October 25. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over. I'll just go them over in alphabetical order. First one is Arch Nemesis Protoss going from 1 to Forbidden.
Yes.
I know. Sorry, Matt, who is currently editing this video. But this card is finally fucking banned. I don't understand why we've had to put up with this for a year and a half. You know, just for random ass, fuck ass rank 4 decks to make it. But I'm very happy to see it gone.
Yeah, it's great to see it gone.
I think that's just what we're gonna say about everything on the list, right?
Yeah, like stayed way too long. Happy to see it gone. Next up, I think also like this one specifically is because people were kept bitching about Triff losing that one game, which is
Listen,
very funny.
if my man has to be placed on the cross for those sins to be washed away,
Mm-hmm.
then I'll do it.
Absolutely. Next band card is Artifact Mjolnir. Fuck that card. This is a direct hit to K9 bullshit decks, including the one that just won the YCS. Fuck these decks.
This was kind of a weird one though. Like I don't understand. I feel like the tech with that card is like
If you
realizing that you like they give it to you so you don't have to activate it.
Oh my god. So there's like this bit that Noah and Adam have been doing for like fucking like several months. And so I played against Charlie Futch at a regional in Rosemont a couple months ago. And as a bit, because Mjolnir is mandatory, right? As a bit, when he gave me the Mjolnir, I was like, hang on, because he was just gonna move on. I was like, hang on, Mjolnir effect, and he got a chuckle out of that. So that's like the bit. And so what Noah and Adam have been saying is Grant, why did you activate the Mjolnir? Why didn't you just not activate the Mjolnir? So
Listen, if you just don't activate it and they don't acknowledge it, it's accepted game state.
yeah, I guess so.
Throw them a PD minor.
I also think there's a discussion of like, was Artifact Mjolnir like the thing that should have been hit, or should we hit like Queen Query and the things like the cards that give you the floodgate? You know what I mean?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that.
I think that like those are like the problem cards, but these like I'm not gonna be upset to see these cards go. You know, if no matter what they do, as long as it solves the problem, I guess I'm fine with it.
That's fair.
Like, there's a reason they're
Um,
playing this card and not another card. You know what I mean? Like, this would just be Dice Smashers, and there's a reason they ran Dice Smasher instead of Mjolnir.
Yeah, lost all that shit. Like,
Yeah, no, it's because it was better. You know, because it was had less
mhm.
outs or because it was like less easy to interact with or whatever. Mjolnir is easier to interact with, so I will never be upset to see the problem taken out behind the shed. It's possible that there's another level 5 that becomes a problem in the future. We will see. Who knows? I think fundamentally a card should not be like it should be impossible to summon a card to your opponent's field. I think that's like areas that Yu-Gi-Oh should not create in its design space.
I don't know if I agree with that. Honestly, I feel like banning the problem cards opens up more design space for cards like Sanctifier to just not be Floodgate Turbo, but actually like it is kind of in like the branded Draco Tail deck, more of like an engaging kind of unique interaction point.
Yeah, I just think it's really dangerous, you know.
No, you're definitely right. I think they got to ban like 50 cards total, but at least we got one of them
Yeah,
now.
at least we got
They
like
can
the
ban
next
more.
best one.
I will not be upset when they ban more. Once Triff gets I don't
His
know, what's
fourth
something
YCS win.
stupid. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say kicked out of his fourth YCS win by like I don't know. I'm trying to think of a deck that would just lock you, or just some other what Mjolnir's going to be replaced with, but I don't have that.
Ido. He's gonna get
It's
Ido.
gonna be Spell Canceller,
Oh,
so.
that's true.
Okay, yeah, that.
And Triff's deck would insta lose to that card, so.
I mean, Tripp's
Okay,
deck
well
instant
then.
loses to any FTK, so yeah.
Well, I mean, even more so to the Spell Can.
I mean,
His deck is like
there's
80% or more of.
yeah, but I mean, like once you cross the threshold of losing, it's not like anything better than that makes you win harder. You know, like
No, I disagree.
it's not really a big difference if he loses to like Spell Canceller or if he loses to Mjolnir. It's like he loses either way.
Nah.
All right. I'm gonna do the next one out of order. The next one is Fossil Dino Pachycephalo. The Mitsurugi players were doing this at the end of their combo to just end on a floodgate because their combo does not require the normal summon. Fuck this card.
My Dark Gaia Turbo.
Your Dark Gaia Turbo.
In 2025.
No, I'll do the sentiment for Adam. Another piece of Black Dragon has been banned. It's insanity. It's like they keep killing Block BA years after the deck is unrelevant.
They're just worried. They're worried someone's gonna figure it out.
No, the next card they're gonna ban is gonna be Avermax. They're gonna go ban Avermax.
Maybe they should.
No, that card's fine.
The next cards that got hit were kind of like unsurprising until you think about it. Or sorry, were surprising until you thought about that. And those are the barrier statue of the Droughts and Inferno. So for those who don't know, that's the Earth and Fire barrier statues. This is done as a preemptive hit because those two statues are searchable off of generic rank 4s, so they would serve the exact same purpose as Pachycephalo. So Konami's just gone ahead and banned them preemptively before they can just be slotted in place of Pachycephalo, which I think is really good.
Yeah, I agree. Barrier statues should probably all go, but is what it is.
Yeah, they didn't.
Yeah.
The water barrier statue fucking sweating right now.
No, but they keep on. They can still do the combo where they go get Waterberry Statue by just going through Tachyon.
Yeah, but that combo's not good.
I feel like it's the equivalent of the other ones. It's like, if I get drolled, I can't do it. Oh, no.
Like, I guess I feel like there's like 1,000 other ways to like keep you off of doing that though.
I don't know enough to speak on that, but I'll assume that Nick is right.
Next card banned was Evil Swarm Ouroboros. This was the card that could hand loop you for like 2 over the course of your Ryzeal combo. I genuinely don't know how this made it out of like the Nats ban list like unscathed.
No, for real.
Well, it wasn't that like, were people doing the Ouroboros loop that much at Nats?
I'm pretty sure it was every Onomat or Heraldic Ryzeal deck was.
Well, I don't think Heraldic saw that. I know the Automat deck was like decently popular, but the Heraldic version just fell off the planet when the Automat cards came out.
That's true. And last ban card, and in my opinion, the biggest ban card, Dimensional Barrier has finally been banned. Hallelujah.
Yes. Oh my
Maybe
god.
now we can finally have Branded be the best deck.
Finally, Matt, you need to just put in like a bunch of like awesome cheering crowd gifs, but make them all like AI.
Do the Crab Rave. So, D-Barrier obviously very good. I don't think it needs an introduction. I'm glad that they banned it instead of limiting it, because if they just limited it, you can set it off thrust, and so you have the exact same issue.
Yep.
No, I think it's very...
See, no, you say this, but then you play a deck like Memento where you said, I'm not going to activate any monster effects. Please, enjoy your thrust.
You're right. They should put it at 1. They should bring it back
That's
at
true.
1 for the memento.
Okay, so obviously I think we're all pretty happy that Barrier is banned. I don't think there's a single miss on this list. I think they probably could have gone a little harder on some other cards. That probably could be a problem, like Spell Canceller just kind of obviously fills the Mjolnir hole. But I'm happy with what they did. This is like completely unprecedented. It's been a month since the last ban list. I hope they do this more often when there's just like a very distinct problem with the format. You know, we say this all the time where like this format would be awesome, except there's one card that's an issue. We say this all the time. I feel like this is the first time that they've actually listened and been like, all right, you say this is one card is the issue, that card's gone.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to see them actually listen.
This has been like kind of a big dub year for Konami.
No, it really has. Like the ban list announcements at YCS's. Wait, did that start?
That was end of last
2024?
year.
Okay. Well, we'll say the long 2025.
Yeah.
Like the long year of fire, you know.
Yeah. The year started when Triff won the YCS.
Yep. The
Yeah, he
long,
told everyone about the deck.
25 quarter century anniversary. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty much all for the ban
These
list.
are really cool.
Do we have any like do we have any controversial thoughts?
No, I think the ban list did what it was meant to do. I think it'll be interesting to see what people actually decide to do now that these hits have come through. I know a lot of like Chris Ryan Canine people are looking at cards like Spell Canceller because you can search them off of like Genius.
Mm-hmm.
You can also do other things like Mitsurugi can get to the water barrier statue via the Tachyon rank 8. It's not gonna be super common, but like again, if someone really wants to be doing that stuff, they can do that. So.
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest thing is I think it's just gonna be the thrust implication. I think thrust goes down
Thrust stocks are in
in
the fucking
stocks
trash, man. Thrust stocks are fucking down.
But the issue is like I think thrust stocks go down because like the best thing to set off thrust is not there anymore. But because of that, like there's gonna be a higher influx of hand traps, which means thrust gets better just in general because it's gonna be going off more often. So it's like a weird position to be in.
Yeah,
You know?
I think the thing you set off thrust now instead of dip barrier, it'll either be like DDG or Black Goat. You know.
I know both those cards are good. Granted, again, like I don't really like the aspect of like we're just gonna pivot and just set like another floodgate, but like that's just what thrust enables. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to talk about the labyrinth implications that we talked about on the way to the regional?
God.
we can mention it. I think
Okay, so the guy, I don't know their name, but the guy who's like the Labyrinth cosplayer, who's like top that one YCS in Labyrinth cosplay, playing Labyrinth, he made a post that was like, "Hey yo, Labyrinth is now unplayable because Barrier is gone." And like, I don't know, man. I think you probably could have called that a little bit earlier. I think that we maybe missed the boat on that one a little bit.
Yeah. And Grant and I said that's okay, and Nick was like, "Yeah, I do really feel bad for these floodgate players sometimes. You know, like just let them live a little bit, and like make them feel like they're good
but
at the
okay,
game."
like I didn't. Okay,
This is
you
what
guys
he
are
said.
taking my
I actually
entire
have a
state. You're
recording.
taking my entire argument out of context here. All I'm saying is I think it's like removing the ability that these decks have to like facilitate those kind of things. It kind of sucks. And, like if the deck was designed in a way to be able to set these powerful one-of normal trap cards, like I'm not saying like being able to set barriers is a good thing, but like it just kind of sucks that like in this kind of format when like the card is like against lab where they genuinely just want to play out the game and have more than one turn happen. Like barrier is a card that like facilitated that game plan. It's not a fun game plan, but it at least facilitated the game plan they wanted. You know what I mean?
We had a like hour discussion about the place of trap cards in the modern metagame. It was so annoying.
It kind of was, but it was fun.
They're just trap. Both these guys are just trap card
That's
haters.
true. I do
Just
That
saying.
fucking
is
hate
true.
trap cards. Any good trap
And
card
I'm
could be a
okay
quick
with
play
that.
spell.
We're not having this discussion again.
Oh, because
but
he knows
I'm
you
can
can.
surprised
again.
we didn't just record it the first time.
We really missed out. We should have done that.
Yeah, just recorded the whole like 6-hour drive. Say, Matt, sift through this like iPhone recorded audio.
Half of it is us listening to like that Northern Lion clip video I played. Half of it is us talking about Curtis Siwa.
Exactly. Which, speaking of, I would like to take this opportunity to say, if you are out in New York listening, this podcast does endorse Curtis
That's
Sliwa
true.
for mayor.
That's true.
Go out, vote, straight red across the ticket.
That's true. That's true. I've been saying that.
We support. I can't even think of any of his policies.
I just know that
Deregulation.
I just know he told Zoran to stop glazing him up, which is the funniest thing a politician has said in the century.
Yeah, this is
That's
true.
up there
And he
with,
said
like-
it multiple times, so you knew he knew it was funny.
Yeah. It's like that line kind of rivals Pokemon Go to the polls in my head. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He clearly does not agree with your statement.
No, I know. It's like on the
Yeah.
opposite end of Pokemon Go to the polls.
This is true. Okay.
It's like
Maybe
negative
now-
Pokemon Go to the polls.
Sure, maybe.
All right. Do we have anything else we want to say about the ban list and or Curtis Sliwa before we talk about the regional?
It was cool.
Listen.
Do
It was a
again.
great ban list. I will say, as we talk about our regional report, it should have been in effect for my weekend.
God, it
Yeah,
was so annoying.
that's-
I don't know if I've
that's-
ever walked into a regional of just like a fake format before.
Yeah.
This man's not been to enough regionals. I've got to so many regionals where the format's so fucking fake.
I feel like they've been fine about that though. Like just
You know what? You haven't gone to a regional the week before a new set comes out and go, well, my fucking performance here doesn't really matter, but I'm here.
No, pretty much
that's
every
true.
regional Noah goes to is he thinks his performance doesn't really matter though. So be honest.
This is true because all that matters is if I have fun.
All right. Well, with that being said, did you have fun at the Niagara Regional that me, Grant, and you attended?
Fuck yes, I did well, so therefore I had fun.
So Noah finally since he graduated law school, finally got his invite.
Mm-hmm.
Noah, we recorded.
Listen, the way we're talking about this is like, this man went to what, 2 regionals and got his. That's pretty good. Like
3, but who's counting?
what was the third one?
Rosemont and Lansing.
Oh, he did go to Rosemont. I'm being such an idiot. Okay.
I was.
Yep.
What was I on? Oh no, I was on Draco Tail. That was real.
Yeah, this is after the Snake Eye Regional earlier this year.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you
Pretty
want
awesome.
to? Because we recorded a deck profile, but it ended up being awful and also 40 minutes long. Noah, do you want to talk
was
about it?
awesome. Yeah, so I played Draco Tail, if you guys believe it. That
crazy.
guy who plays that deck played that deck. But I played both Branded and Canine in it, and that was kind of the spice of the weekend, and honestly, I cannot sing its praises enough. Well, like, the deck just needs high impact hand traps, and Azuna just fits that niche perfectly. The only issue is extra deck space, and I don't know. If anything, I feel like I went into Lion too much and just kind of didn't let the rest of the extra deck breathe a little more, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know. I wasn't feeling it was, like, super tight or anything. It was like, oh, the Canines make Valon, and oh, Branded Fusion makes either Sanctifier or Lubellion to make Star Source. And that's, like, you know, there are more options, yeah, but I wasn't hurting for them, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it sounded like throughout the entire day you're like, yeah, I made Valon here. He's pretty good. Oh, I made this here. You know, it should have been something else, but whatever. Like,
Yeah,
It's a rank 5.
exactly.
I think while we're on that topic, I think the big thing we should talk about is like, the big thing that that he did with the canine stuff is most people when they play the canine package they don't play Zeus, so that was the big thing that we made sure to include in his extra deck. So he has He has Zeus and 2 rank 5s to make. So he played Tyrus, the Keeper of Genesis, and Valon. And the
Mm-hmm.
entire concept was that Tyrus against the Mitsuyami board, they do not have an answer. If you put Lupus under this card and put it in the EMZ, there is nothing your Mitsuyami opponent can do to stop this card from making Zeus and wiping their board. There is
This is
nothing.
true. It
Hmm.
was awesome.
Did that come up at all?
No, but I only played against Mitsuyami once, so
So who really could say?
exactly. No, it's probably incredibly good. I tried doing it into Draco Tail because I wasn't playing SP, but yeah, it didn't work because he just horn bounced the guy it was small enough to swing into, and I was just like, oh well, these cards are bad. And then Nick was like, oh, what do you mean? You just make Typhon? And I literally said to him the night before, I'm gonna walk up like after round 4 or some shit, and I'm just gonna be like, well, this happened, and Nick's gonna be like, what do you mean? You could just do this, and then I'll like literally it played out exactly like he said of just oh yeah you could do
We're not
that with the
even kidding.
K9
It was
cards.
round 4. I'm sitting outside of the room, just kind of chilling, waiting. Noah walks out to me, tells me his line. I was like, you're playing against Draco Tail, right? And he's like, yeah. I was like, you didn't make Typhon? He's like, no. I said, why? That card hoses your deck. You know this. He's like,
I would say hoses, but yeah.
But yes, it
like
does
that you
hose.
forced them to out it to play. What do you mean?
Well, I think you just
I want to establish if you summon Typhon, you can go summon it to go battle phase. They have to bounce their own shit, so you can't you can't Zeus them.
Do you have to say battle
that's
phase like that?
true.
Is that required or no?
I would say so. Yes, I think you need to put the level of like intimidation.
Mm.
I don't know if I'd be intimidated if my opponent talked to me like that. I think I'd just be more like mildly uncomfortable and a little annoyed.
Listen, you win games off tilt. People get tilted and you win.
You're right, and that's
My
why I
round two,
always kick my opponents under the seat.
my I was like my round 3 opponent is proof and proof of that.
You want to tell that
So
Yeah.
story, Nick?
I'll go through my all my rounds and I'll say what
Wait,
happened. But
sorry.
yeah.
You're right. We should do that first. Noah, tell us.
I'll get over my tilt real quick. Because I went X2 for 28th, and the only 2 rounds I lost were against Malice. I believe round 2 and round 5.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh, you aura farmed one
dear
opponent.
listener, huh?
You aura farmed one opponent too.
That is true. I did do that. My round 7 was a bye, which was fantastic. But dear listener, I don't know if you know this. Malice isn't like cool. Like I don't like it. I just don't fuck with it.
I also love the fact that this man is saying this, not having not had to play through the entire duration when Mouse is at full power. Mouse is at his weakest point ever, and he's like, "Yeah, this deck's not fun. Not fun."
It's just not, man. I had to delta a die fight. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do?
He then also
Isn't
had
that
a
fun?
second die
That's
fi.
so much fun.
It's
He also had a
awesome.
second die fi after that.
Yeah, after he drew 7 cards because my one hand trap had to out the floodgate, otherwise I wasn't playing. Ugh, miserable. That's how I felt. But then going into round 6, my opponent first action shifters me, and I seriously consider walking away. And then he Joko reveals, I think it was just Azuna, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is winnable. So that was a very nice moment of like consciously telling myself not to tilt and it actually working because I did end up winning that round because it's so weird. I feel like whenever the guy was on VSK9 and even back when the deck was good, I always felt like as long as the VS cards stayed out of rotation, even if I got shifted, I was like fine. And that was the case because I pretty much normal Lucius added Feynman up past because that's just such a crazy end board.
Calling
Um,
normal summon pass at end board is I just
well,
can't.
I listen. It was crazy because then he had to force release out the Lucius. Otherwise, I'd make Typhon and just out the out everything.
That is so stupid. That feels so bad that you went normal summon effect to add. He's like, well, shit. I guess I have to do this here, don't I?
Yep, it was awesome, and it worked. And I won that game because I just had like 2 other names in hand, sitting with I think it was a branded fusion too. Oh, and he Nash Knight sucked the Lubellion after I fused, and I just shuffled the Albaz Malulu back and made a Star Source and popped two. It was so nice. Oh my god. These cards. See, I'm not that good of a player, as you may have divined, dear viewer. But oh man, this deck is so good.
I played it this week at locals. It felt really good.
It shit's awesome. If you have the ability, I definitely recommend trying it. Like, the extra deck is incredibly tight. You do not get the best of both engines, but just having both engines operating at like 80% capacity is still more than enough.
And I think the biggest thing that we learned with this deck is like you just have to know when you have to pivot, like what engine's the most important for what like use case. You just gotta pivot when you gotta for certain matchups. That's it.
Yeah, honestly, well, I don't even know if I agree with that because you're only like if I draw Branded Fusion, I'm activating Branded Fusion. If I draw Azuna, I'm activating Azuna. And if I draw both, then I Branded Fusion and then activate Azuna during my opponent's turn.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
it's
I'm more so just saying like the siding pattern because like
oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, branded cards did come out a lot, but that's okay.
It was really nice because the
So
branded engine is the exact same number of cards as a Cypherm engine.
this is true. It was awesome. I during game two of that K9 thing, I drew the one of Gamma as he was going first. He goes Holisu reveal. I go Gamma. He bells it. He goes Holisu reveal Ash. I think Mad Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash Mad Love to summon. I go Gamma, he ashes it. He normal Mad Loves, no effect. He hard opened the field spell, and then he field spell to try and add Raisin. I was like, Ash? And then he just passed on those two in the trap, and it's like
Why didn't he
I never
play
even
the?
got to use the Gamma.
Why didn't he activate the field spell first so he could like just let the gamma resolve and his holy suit wouldn't be destroyed?
That's a good question.
Okay, so
I might be saying that wrong.
no, I mean he used Ash and Bell on gamma. I think it could be that he
Yeah.
just misplayed.
Yeah, it was very funny. Uh yeah, Gamma's really good. You guys should try drawing it. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And if you believe it, I won that game.
I would
The
expect nothing
only
less.
yeah, I kind of was just drawing insane hands all day. Like during that round one into Yummy Mitsu, I just drew like double droll, Magnemite, Femina, Malulu, I think. Yeah, something like that. I drew double
It
droll
was
like
disgusting.
twice. Yeah, it was awesome. Like I could not have lost that game if I were actively trying.
You
I
had the what I had last weekend where you would try to lose and your deck would not let you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, okay. No fuse into chaos here, turn zero. All right, Magnum Snatchy you were able to go into. It was wonderful.
Hmm.
I played against Canine Super Heavy Samurai, which oh my god. Hate that deck. Will forever hate that deck. Miserable to play against. Miserable to sit down across. Miserable for him because he lost because I'm just better. Don't play. I opened double droll against him too. That was awesome. He like first action rippered and then he ripper negated one of them and I just changed the second one.
That's so
It
funny.
was it was so good. I'm trying to think of. I played against Milano. Stake
Yeah,
your soul, your nose is mine.
that guy.
Yeah, he was on branded for my last round on 60 card. I definitely think he was. He could have like either his hands were bad or he could have just kicked my ass if he wanted to. But that was a good game. We we had like a whole turn and end phase. That was pretty cool.
I mean,
That's very funny.
that's branded for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, well, I had Sanctifier up, so it was just like, okay, anything else in end? And I'm like, oh, okay. He added, uh, what was it? It was Sarinir, and I'm like, well, I don't want that happening, so we'll use the guy. And then he had to banish, and it was, I don't know. I feel like playing at that end phase the way I did actually probably won me that game because Bystials aren't great, but there were not a lot of cards in rotation, and I
I
think he
see.
popped Pan, and I had to summon back. Well, okay, I didn't have to summon back, but summoning back Frixel to do stuff, I could have just summoned back Lucius, but the body, I think, came up. Oh God, I should have just recorded all of these games on the GoPro, guys. Sorry, that's my fault.
Well, who knows? It may not have even been recorded if you'd done it on the GoPro.
That's true. You're right. Nothing super interesting happened except for I feel like Grant likes telling the story more than I do. So you could tell the round five Malice loss I
It's
took.
so funny.
It was
I feel so
very
bad for
funny.
Noah.
So
This one
this one,
hurts my
before
soul.
I go into
Ah,
the
just
story, I want to emphasize that Noah, I think, has never played against Malice cards up to this point.
This is true. It was my round two. My was the first time I'd ever played against those cards.
So I finished my round. I either dumpster or get dumpstered, one of the two. Probably gotten dumpstered. And so I go around and I try to find Noah, and I sit down next to Noah, and they're entering their game three, and his Malice opponent is just comboing. He's just doing the entire line. Um,
Well, no, I drew Delta. His first action was Malice and Underground. I delted it, and then he just got to another one through the course of his combo.
yeah, it's just normal summoned a guy. Um,
Yep.
so he's doing his combo. He ends on like the full Malice board. I'm like, I've seen Noah's hand. I'm like, all right, it's cheeks. It's over. Wrap it up. And so Noah goes norm or special summon Pankratops. First of all, Pankratops. Uh,
I literally sided out as much engine as like humanly possible to just get the most non-engine because my engine is not beating like four omnis plus banish three plus non-target banish plus all three traps plus the die-fi plus
yeah.
I don't know, normal fossil dino plus D barrier.
So I'm looking. He has like allied code and ransom pointing to firewall and a cryptor and a binder up. So Noah goes special Pankratops battle, and the guy looks at his hand. And Matt, I'm gonna ask you right here. Put in the clip that I sent in the chat of my reaction because I was doing like the Walter White in the car. Jesse, Hank, Hank meme. And so Noah says go to battle. His opponent looks at his hand and is like, I'm missing something. Yeah, that's fine. And Noah goes, Pankratops into like Red Ransom. And the guy like looks at his hand, looks at the board, and was like, I have nothing on attack deck. And Noah panics like a little bit. So I can tell like he's like, damage step? And he's like, fuck. I've got nothing at the damage step. And Noah's like, all right, I don't either. And then they stare at each other for like 10 seconds. And then the guy says, your Pankratops is dead. And Noah's like, what? And he's like, yeah, ransom swaps their attack and defense. Fun fact, Pankratops has 0 defense.
This is true. He does.
So I'm just sitting there. Like the second he said we go to battle, my hand is in my fucking like my hand is in my like my palms. I'm literally face palming. I can't like watch this happen. I just have to stare at him while he's doing this. I can see it's like it's watching a train wreck, except the train has hit and I'm still staring. You know what I mean?
Except it was a guy who ran into a train. It
It's
wasn't
a guy
it
who
wasn't
special summoned
a train
Pankratops
running
and then
into a
told his
guy.
Pankratops, go smack your ass into that train.
I still can't. It's
was-
like I got told this after the fact. I was like dumbfounded for a second. He's like, yeah, he swung it with Pank, and I'm like sitting there going like, okay. And then like reality hits me. I was like, no, wait. I was like,
Yeah.
no.
So yeah, Cryptor is a secret effect, I guess. So that's to you, dear viewer.
Yeah, read Red Ransom, dear fucks.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think everyone who's played in the last like year knows this.
We've all fucked
You
this up
as
at
someone
one
who's
point.
not played against Malice had no fucking idea.
It's why the deck is stupid, unfair, unfun, and deserves to be banned. The whole engine, everything.
Yeah, Malice was incredibly popular this weekend for no reason.
Two of them made top 8.
Dude, and it was just as miserable because I looked during that game, I looked to my left, there was a Malice mirror. I looked to my right, there was a Malice mirror. And then, like I said, I went into that next round. It was first action shifter. I was not having a good time.
That's gonna be like almost like that's gonna be near mental boom. But hey, you didn't tilt though, so
Well, I
Good.
did tilt, but he took his turn while I was
Mid
simmering,
tilt.
so
I see. I
yeah, it
see.
was just like,
It's
okay, okay.
it's not about how you tilt, it's about how you
Whew.
tilt it back.
Exactly. And that honestly, I feel like I'm kind of proud because I literally said, okay, I could tilt here or I could just play this out. And I just played it out. And I
I
won
could
out,
just
and it
play
was
it.
awesome.
I could just play this out. Pinkertops, declare your attack on Red Ransom.
Exactly. No, into the next round. The first one I was just like staring down more cards than I had in my hand, which is always just a great feeling.
Yeah. I'll do mine really quick because it was really unnotable. I did not do very well. I went like 33 and I dropped. I won my first round. I forget what it was. It was against Brandon. Lost my second round against Malice. Won my shout out.
Awesome.
Won my round 3 against something. Draco Tail Canine, I think it was.
Yeah, yep.
And
Because
then
you talked to me about that at lunch.
lost my round 4 to fucking White Forest again. This happened last
I love that.
weekend.
I love that this is the deck that's kicking your ass. It's so
It's
funny.
just because no one's playing fucking Perulia right now.
Yeah.
Dumb as fuck. Um, I will say I don't think I've ever lost a game to White Forest when I went first.
Yeah.
Um, Next round was against Soulful Yummy, and I was playing Soulful Yummy. But neither of us saw Soulful Yummy in the two games we played, so we were functionally playing a Yummy Mirror. And he did
Uh,
not seem very experienced in the Yummy Mirror. I'll phrase it very nicely like that. Like though how you win the Yummy Mirror is you establish Link 1 plus level 1, and then you put your opponent in a position where every one of their guys can get run over. That's how you win the Yummy Mirror. Um, and like there was a point where he had Snatchy and a Synchro Cookie in defense mode, and I had two guys, and I just said, "What, go battle?" Beat over his guys. I did my entire combo in main 2, passed it back, and he drew like thrust for turn.
Mm.
Oh, also, my Dracotail opponent, Dracotail K9, he in our last game, I had like a board, but it was like a really easily breakable board. It was not very good. It was just like yummy stuff into Dracotail, which sucks ass. And the guy has Rahu in hand, or he top decks Rahu, and I know he has Lantern in hand. And so he draws Rahu. He looks at me. He's like, "Yeah, you got it." He shows me his hand of Lantern Rahu, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, dog."
Yeah, yep.
yeah, I got it.
it. I
No
beat
hate to
this
this
every
guy. I just
time.
don't think he realized that there was a play to be made, or he ran out of Arthalions in his extra deck because he was running lots of it because of K9. One of the two. Um, and then round 6, I played against fucking K9 Yummy, and this guy was
Epic.
linking into the Yummy cards with the K9 cards by going, what is it, Gadget Driver as your level 1 that you can search off of
no. They make Riverstorm and that Turbo Booster.
Turbo Booster. That's what it
Turbo
is. And
booster.
you search that off of your Riverstormer, yeah. And you turn the Riverstormer into like Gravity Controller. Now you've got Link 1 plus level 1. And that was the first time I've ever seen a Link 1 and a level 1 and thought, fuck.
Yeah.
So
That's
my
crazy.
tournament experience did not go particularly well. I really just got my ass eaten out all fucking day by Dark Ruler and Droll the entire fucking day. So I've got to adjust my deck list to accommodate that. But it was still pretty fun. Nick, do you want to go over your experiences?
Sure. Um, so we said this the entire day at the regional. Like after the first two rounds, it was just like, all right, today's gonna be a combo schlop day.
Oh my
So my
fuck.
matchups in order were the following: I played against DDD, then DDD, then
Whoa.
Mitsuyami, then Dia Bellstar Azamina. Not a single White Force card in his deck. All Dia Bellstar Azamina cards. Then I played the Memento Mirror, round 5. Was not on the bingo card. Then I played against Draco Tail. Then I played against Crystron K9. And then I played against Malice. Out of all those decks,
Epic.
I would make the argument that in our metagame, two of them I would have anticipated playing again, or three of them I would have anticipated. The other five, nowhere on the radar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. The honorable memento player throwing horses from his glass house.
Oh, he played Memento again. He was under no obligation to play Memento at this regional. He did anyway.
It did not
Yep.
feel good. I don't know what to say. The
The
indie original
people
made
are
me feel good about
wrong.
it.
Should have given him Hero.
I would not have taken Hero again. There's like no way in hell I think I would have taken Hero again.
Yeah. Should have given it. Next time we make this happen, please God vote Hero.
But no, my tournament experience was like overall not too bad. We joke about the fact of like with the ban list, if I'm going to the format, it's like, oh, this format is like this. It was a fake format. My Crystron Canine opponent in the same game, Mjolnir locked me, and then on the following turn when I was no longer locked and set myself to play on his turn, he flipped Barrier, and I was like, yeah, man, you're good at the game, I guess. Good job. We'll go
Yeah,
to we'll
he
go we'll go to
is.
game three.
Yeah. That's the
Uh,
Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna miss.
the other thing I'd like to say is over the course of 8 rounds, I only won 2 die rolls, and it was the last 2 die rolls of the day. So that like I don't know, going 6-2 and only winning 2 die rolls felt kind of good. So
Yeah.
can't complain.
Well, you won the one into Malice, and that's the one that matters.
That's
No,
true.
well, I was so mad. I kind of wanted to lose that one and let fate decide
Oh
because
my
I main
god,
decked Meowls.
he had this stupid ass fucking idea. This ridiculous idea that he should make Malice go first.
I knew he was on Malice, and I main decked Fua and me like Fua and Meowls, and I had Droplet Super Poly, probably the best breakers into the deck. I was like, there's no way I make him go first,
I
right? There's
agree.
no
There's
way.
no way. You shouldn't do that. You're right.
Listen,
No, this guy told
Are
me
100%
afterwards.
correct.
This guy told me afterwards he thought about that. I was like, yeah, you're gonna look at a hand of fucking 3 horse and 2 mage, and you're gonna think, damn, I'm a fucking idiot.
but
What did
listen,
you end up
imagine
drawing?
if
What did you end up
if
drawing?
it was like 2 horse sheep and like something else.
That's
It was like,
Oh,
crazy!
that's crazy.
it didn't. I got shifter game
Imagine,
one, so
imagine
it
you
didn't
sit there,
matter.
you make Malice go first. You look at your hand, horse, sheep, no meowls, no fua. You're sitting there like fuck, and then they shifter you, and then you sit there like, oh.
Yeah.
I think Nick,
And
if
then
that
you're like,
happened to
I'm
me, I
so-
would. If that happened to me, Nick, I would have killed myself. There would have been no coming back from
Yeah.
that.
No. Oh,
It's
that
fine.
would've
I
been
didn't do it.
so
Okay, I'm just saying
funny.
hypothetically.
You thought about it though, and I'm mad at you for thinking about it.
Oh, that's
Um,
really funny.
Why did you do
But no,
that?
my only losses were to the Mouse player Ronde, and then I lost to Dragotail, which was Luka Kovac, which is one of the people doing the points grind this year. And I played against
Mm.
him, and I got swiftly 2-0'd because game one, I played in a way where I put everything into Creation King. Because to be honest, most people don't Ash Creation King, like they just don't do it. And then I made Creation King, and then they Ash by Creation King, and I was like, oh, well, shit.
Ah.
Me when I put all my eggs in the Creation King basket, and then the Creation King basket falls over.
I'm just saying, on average, most people, because the correct thing to do with Memento is if you don't have a ton of hand traps in general, is you're supposed to hit it early like hit it as much with all your throw your hand traps early and hope I can't play. Like that's the way you beat it, okay? Generally. But this time,
Uh-huh.
my hand was weak and I made Creation because that was the play line and he stopped. And I was like, well, shit, man. And then the game two, I got Meowls, and then I tried to play around Meowls so I didn't give him draws, and then got hit with Retaliating C. So I don't know. I don't have to take that, so it is what it is.
L.
But no, the only game I really want to talk about from my experience was I played the Memento Mirror, and let me just tell you, if you haven't played the Memento Mirror, all that matters is one thing. Whoever opens Super Poly is so far ahead. It's insane. Literally, game one, I didn't see Super Poly, but I Fua Meowsed him, and he's like, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen." And he has to give me like 6 draws to play, and I just kill him. Game two, he Protos locks me, which again, that's cool. And then game three, I go first. I fuck up my combo, but guess what? It doesn't matter because I opened Super Poly, so I set
My
Super Poly, and he
God.
has no good way of playing around it. So he just loses because I Super Poly his board away, and the game is now over. It felt amazing. Oh no, They're silenced. They don't know how to react.
It's just
Yeah, bro.
memento.
I'm sure you mementoed all over the place. You got the memento. I know what these cards do actually.
There was
Well,
one
game
time.
one was like, oh, even though he had gave me a lot of draws game one, it was still a really cool game because though I had to crack his board without using Creation King because he had Goblin to make it so I can't target his monsters. So I had to go through like through Guardian Chimera to pop everything, and then I had to go ahead and try to kill him other like through other means. So it was interesting overall.
Okay. I think you played a guy that beat me at YC. I think that guy beat me on YCS Niagara like a year ago on Fire King. He was a chill dude.
He's a super nice. I think I've played against him or talked to him before. He's a super nice dude. So cannot
Shout out
complain.
that guy.
I list if I could find his name again, I would shout him out. But I cannot. I do not have the thing anymore.
I know he made a deck profile for day two in that event, but other than that, I can't remember. Matt, go find his deck profile and link it in the description.
But no, overall, it was a good weekend. We got 22 worlds points. We're at 139. I'm not feeling bad. That's decent, I feel like. But everyone I've talked to, like, yeah, I got like 190. I'm like, well, shit, man. I'm like feeling behind now.
Oh, you gotta get your bread up,
It's
Nick.
okay.
I guess maybe I have to play in fucking remote dual regionals, but I hate them so much.
Hell yeah.
Nick, I'll do a couple of them with you.
You're a
I
madman.
probably won't.
I kind of like remote
You're a
duels.
madman.
They're kind of nice.
I don't know how you do. I genuinely do not like them. They're not a fun experience.
They're neat. It's. I didn't play during COVID. I like to see how. It's like you go to like Vietnam and like they'll take you on tours to see like the war grounds and you'll see like little traps that the Vietnamese made. It's like that, you know.
Yeah.
I see.
I love my metaphors. I'm so good at metaphors.
Me too. I'd say your metaphors are like I can't think of a metaphor off the top of my head.
I'm
Are like a
the
nice
I'm the Mussolini
spring
of
day.
metaphors.
I yeah, I'd say that too. That's you're right.
But
Uh,
no, now we're just going in the testing mode for Pittsburgh. That's like literally like a week away.
yeah,
So
it's like
Yup.
next weekend. I didn't realize that. I was like looking at my work calendar. I was like, why do I have PTO next weekend?
Yeah.
I
Because
still
we're
I'm
gonna
genuinely
be in Pennsylvania.
yeah.
Yeah.
I still don't really know what I want to take right now. I know the two options are either I'm taking Dragatel or I'm taking Memento, and right now Memento's feeling like honestly not a bad option. And that feels crazy to say. Like I didn't think I'd ever take this deck to a YCS, but this might be the fucking event.
Yeah. This was supposed to be a time where he experienced growth, broke out of his comfort zone, played a deck that he wouldn't necessarily play, but he's just like, I'm gonna play Memento instead. And now he's just gonna play it until I don't know, Killer Tune comes out and he falls in love with that deck.
I'm not gonna like that deck.
It's a synchro deck. Nick does not like synchro decks.
It
See, he
turns
got. I
zeros
hate synchro
though.
decks. Synchroing is one of my least favorite summoning mechanics.
I'm glad you think that.
I also like to say that you think Memento's not up my wheelhouse. I think Dragotail and Memento are both decks up my wheelhouse.
No, yeah, you were supposed to say like, "Oh, VSK9 got banned. I'll expand my horizons by playing something that I wouldn't normally play, Flex those maybe combo muscles, those player skills that I have not gotten to hone, but instead you just pivoted back to like whatever the equivalent of like a safety blanket is and went to Memento."
Okay, I want to establish this. Memento is a combo deck. Like you just said, going back and like flexing my combo ability. Like
Sure, you could
I've
tell me
just
that
done.
deck does anything. You could tell me that deck is like sheep pass, and I'd believe you.
It's a combo deck in the same way that like people doing air guitar are musicians. You know what I mean?
What do you? Okay,
Yeah.
no, no. Okay, you guys need to elaborate why you do not think Memento is a combo deck. I need to
No,
hear
I think
this.
Memento is a combo deck. I think Noah's insane.
I'm just saying, many people speak without thinking. I'm not one of these people because you just end on one big guy.
Noah thinks while think. Sorry, he speaks after thinking too much.
This is true. No, I'd say it's just not a combo deck.
There aren't that many other options in the format that are not up my wheelhouse. Most of the decks right now are kind of in my wheelhouse.
Could have played Yummy.
He could have.
Nah, I'm good. That means I have to. That
See,
means I have to converse with the gray on deck building. Sounds like a bad idea.
that's true. I think that car ride would have been a lot worse if you guys were trying to like talk about Yummy and then you just trying to say anything and Grant being like, nah. I just think Starham's bad.
I just think no.
Yeah,
I
we
fucking
would have
hate.
had that conversation, and he was like, "No, I'd be going. I
I
think
just
Starham's got some potential." He's gone. No, card's
no.
bad.
Card's
Card
bad.
bad.
Card is bad.
It's true. It's just bad.
It's just bad. You need no other explanation.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right. Is there
I don't
anything
know.
else we want to talk about for this week? Or are we good to call it a little early? This actually call it a little early. We are at 51 minutes. This is almost as long as a normal episode.
That's crazy. What was I just thinking? The only time I got deep, we said we keep track of how many times we got debarriered. The only time I got debarriered was during the Pank incident game. I went Ketu and he went in main phase 2. I went Ketu, he went barrier.
And that's when we knew it was
was that
over.
the already a DeFi up too?
No, that was round 2. I got die-fied.
Oh, okay.
Round 5 was Pank. Yep. So honestly, it didn't matter. It was just kind of like that one last like little like I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of something that's just miserable. Fuck, my metaphors aren't good. I'm just not like Mussolini like
He's
Grant.
not the Mussolini of metaphors. He's more like the
Hey,
Mao
I'm
Zedong
not.
of metaphors.
Exactly. Exactly.
He's the Chamberlain of metaphors.
That's true. It's me. I'm like the Phil Nicholson of metaphors.
I'm gonna put in the title. You know how I do like the date, and then I put like the topics for the discussion. I'm gonna put the Mussolini
Yeah.
of metaphors, the last one.
Sure, we'll probably we'll hit that grifter
Demonetized.
shit. We endorsed Sliwa too.
That's true.
Maybe this is our chance to get
This
the
is
big bucks.
This is a turning point.
Sure, guys.
like how
let's just tax less.
Did people?
There are
didn't
no
people-
negative repercussions.
Didn't people already like vote for the New York mayor, or is that like next week?
It's ongoing. Early voting started, I think, at the beginning of this week. I believe it's like president like of November 6th.
Mm-hmm.
I believe is like actual voting day.
It's like next Tuesday, right?
I believe.
Okay. I gotta figure out where I have to vote. Wait, is this a vote a year? This is not a vote a year.
No, for your locals, it should be.
Oh, local. I gotta learn about local politicians.
Maybe I should go back and vote in Detroit. That one actually matters. Hold on.
Does it? Is Detroit just not blue?
Well, it depends on the kind of blue.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know who's running. I haven't researched.
I would have figured the primaries be more important for Detroit, but
Yeah, I skipped those. Like a really cool guy.
because you're a based individual, and it's
This
because
is
you knew
true, I
you'd be
did.
in New York voting for Curtis Lewa.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right.
All right. Well,
I
that
think-
wraps up the
yeah, I think
politics segment.
We can call it there. This has been the main Phase 3 pod. We will see you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.
Nick, you're missing your
Adios.
outro. Thank you. Here, let's see if we can get her. Let's see if we can get her to squeak. Squeak, girly.
Mo.
It's you can see the net. It's right there. One more click.
He's so close.
Oh.
I'd rather be that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
$6.
$6 for fun.
We're almost up.
He's only down $34.
Wait, roll for the snake. Aw.
No. That would be a bad snake roll.
This is $3. $3. Pretty good.
Okay, we don't want $3.
No.
Ooh,
Double zero.
2x nothing. Oh, 2x nothing. Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
you do it here.
you're getting rid of the snake.
You have to do it here. Why didn't you get $3 more?
What do you want him to do? He's at $0 now.
I didn't know that's how it worked. I don't think you're getting. Oh,
Oh!
please.
He's got this. He's got this. He's got this.
Please!
He's in this.
Please!
My God.
He's so close.
Please, 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 please.
Ah!
double it! Go double it on the wheel!
Go double it on the wheel.
Fuck no.
No,
Where
but
the
you
fuck
could double
is
it.
the showroom?